Hey guys, Shamar Brown here. Welcome to the Eagle Podcast Night Talks Season 6, Episode number 43. Now, the title of tonight's episode, guys, is called Set Goals and Hit Them. Alright? But before I get into that aspect of the episode, if you guys didn't get a chance to check out the previous episode, One Voice, I would highly recommend it. I would recommend that you guys stop this episode and go listen to that one. You get what I'm saying? Very powerful, powerful podcast. All right. Now, before I get into the episode again, go get a pen and a notepad. Go get a pen and a notepad because tonight we're gonna go to work tonight. We're gonna go to work. So please go get a pen and a notepad. Because like I said in the previous episode that what I'm going to cover with you guys tonight, can change your life. Even though I think we only got 2 months left, because I know this is the end of October right now. You're listening to this episode. This is the end of October, right? So, this will be able to change your life. Like, it's going to change your life within the period that we have left. And forget 2026. If you guys take what's gonna be covered tonight, 2026 is gonna be yours. Now again, you're gonna set yourself up in the last couple months that we have left of 2025. However, 2026 is gonna be yours if you follow what's gonna get covered tonight. And I'm very confident. In this information. So again, go get a pen and a notepad. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes. And if you guys are driving, don't worry about it. Just re-listen to the episode when you get home. But if you're home, if you're chillaxing, go get a pen and a notepad. And again, let me give you a few minutes. All right. So I'm sure you guys got it by now, right? Now, the first part of the episode, or the first part of the exercise is I got some questions for you guys, and I want you guys to write them down. Now, for me, when it comes down to like goals, and I love goals, but taking the time out to write them down and all that stuff, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it's not my forte. Now, I know some people, like one of my friends, Keisha. She's really good at that stuff. Like, she loves to write. Me, I like to write, but I guess I lost it after a while. Like, I lost the love for writing, but I love to write, because I'm planning on writing some books pretty soon. But for now, I'm like, yo, but this book, it challenged me. And the reason why I decided to take on the exercise, because it challenged me. And as a man, I got an ego. And, you know us guys, we like, yo, you challenge me? Okay, great, say less. Now, the book that challenged me, so I guess before I go into the exercise, the book that challenged me is I don't know if you guys know Jim Rohn. If you guys don't know him, go check him out. Amazing author, amazing speaker. The guy is so smart, man. So smart. Right? Now, the book, it's called Take Charge of Your Life. All right? And again, Take Charge of Your Life. All right? By Jim Rohn. All right? So, again, go check it out. Now, in the book, he shared this exercise that he does whenever he goes to do like seminars and stuff like that. And just the way he packaged it, I'm like, you know what? Let me take a minute. Let me take a minute, sit my butt down, and let me do this exercise. So again, I did the exercise, right? So we're gonna go through it together, and we're gonna help you to do the exercise. But first, I want to give you guys the questions. So let's get ready. Now, the first question is, what are your greatest personal and professional abilities, right? And disabilities. All right, that's the first question. What are your greatest personal and professional abilities and disabilities? That's the first one. The second question is, what are your most important personal and professional goals for the balance of the year? All right, that's question 2. What are your most important personal and professional goal for the balance of the year? All right. Question 3, what is a major personal and professional goal you have for next year? All right. What is a major professional and personal goal you have for next year? That's question 3, like I said. Question 4, what will your personal, no, what will your, my bad, what will your professional level and annual income be in 5 years? And again, question 4, what will your professional level and annual income be in 5 years? All right. Question 5, 20 years from now, and again, question 5, right? 20 years from now, and then A, right? Below that, you're gonna put A. Where will you be living? Right. That's question 5 slash A, right? Or A, right? B, what will you be doing, right? And then C, what will you have accomplished that could be written about, written, what is this? Written or said about you. Yes. So give me a minute, guys. So let me put it, because sometimes I can't read my own writing, so please don't judge me. I was supposed to be a lawyer, but so again, C, what will you have accomplished that could be written or said about you by family or peers? Okay. All right. And then D, what state of health will you enjoy? All right, that's D. What state of health will you enjoy? And then E, what will be your assets in money? All right, guys. So again, it's 5 questions. 5 questions. And again, I guess before the episode's done, I'll cover them again, right? Now, the thing that challenged me about the exercise is because while he was, listing the questions down, he said some stuff that was very powerful. Now, mind you, the story that he was illustrating was a story that happened probably 20 to 30 years ago. Because again, obviously he's not living anymore, right? But the illustration was he was saying that most people don't know the answers to these questions. And if I can be honest, probably some of you guys who are listening to this episode never thought about those never thought about these questions. And I'm not bashing at you, because I was in the same boat as well too. It was when I started my entrepreneurial journey, that's when I started to think about these things. But prior to this, I didn't think about these things. My ultimate goal, if I can be honest with you guys, my goal was just to get a good job, make some money, and live for the weekends. Get a good job, make some money, live for that was my dream. That was because I thought that's all I saw people around me do. So I thought that was life. I thought that was normal. But, and again, I'm not if that's your life now, I'm not bashing you. But what I am saying is that there is more. There is so much more out there for you. If you have the answers to these questions, if you do this exercise, if you get serious about your life. And again, I said if, because you have a choice. Now, I'm sure you guys, okay, Shamar, you give us these questions, but what about you? What's your answer to these questions? I got you. Because like I said, I did it. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm in the process of putting everything together. But I did the exercise, and I'm in the process of taking the action steps to be able to accomplish my goal. So let's get into it. Now, again, I did mine. So let's get into it. Now, my answer to number 1. All right. And again, you don't have to write down my answers, because the goal is to make sure you have your own. Now, again, you could use mine as a blueprint, but you have to have your own answers. All right. Now, my answer to number 1. My greatest personal and professional abilities are, the first one is A, fun to be around, right? for me, I see that as an asset because I know there's a lot of people out there that don't have that asset, and some people you go around them, they're not so fun to be around. So one of my personal ones is I'm fun to be around, right? B, always trying to help people. And to be honest, I feel that because growing up in Jamaica, a lot of people don't help you. There's a minuscule amount of people that help you. And I remember one of my mentors said that there's three kind of people. People who can help you, people who can hurt you, and people who don't make a difference. And again, people who can help you, people who can hurt you, and people who don't make a difference. Now the goal is to be able to be around people who can help you. But at the same time, you yourself have to be that person. So that's why that's an asset of mine, right? Or an ability of mine. Always trying to help people, right? The C, I have a strong work ethic, and yes, I'm very confident in it. But again, I'm not gonna brag about myself, so I'll just rattle them off real quick. Yeah, I have a strong work ethic, right? Now my disabilities now, right? I love to put stuff off till tomorrow, right? No, yes, I think they call that proxinate prox. You guys know what I'm saying, right? You know that p word. I'm doing my best. But you guys know that p word, right? No, put stuff till tomorrow. But the thing about it is that I'm learning to like let go of that, because for me it used to be very bad. Like it used to be really bad, right? And I used to like justify it, but now I'm like, yo, forget it. Let me do it. B, which is my next disability, quote unquote, fear of what is trying, fear of trying. Now I don't know if you guys can relate to that, but I probably won't get it, so I won't even try, guys. I'm sure some people can relate to that, but it's not. I realize that it's not a good mental habit to have, or a mental thing to have, because it messes you up. You miss opportunities because of that. So again, I'm overcoming that, right? And then C, overthinking. No, and again, it goes back to my culture, right? I'm from Jamaica, right? No, culturally, we always look for the bad. Like we overanalyze, we over, we like what's gonna happen? Like even when it doesn't even when the situation doesn't call for that, we have a tendency, myself has a tendency to like overanalyze, overthink. Let me, try to, and then sometimes it's not even good overthinking. It's always, in most times, it's bad. But again, I'm overcoming that one by taking a lot of actions. All right. Now, again, that's my answer to number one. All right. Now, my answer to number two, which was the second question, is 2025 is mine. Now, again, I know that we only have probably like 2 months left, right? Roughly 2 months, right? But it's mine. It's mine. Yeah, so I guess let me read the answer word for word. 2025 is mine. We only have a few months till 2025 will be over, but 2025 will call me daddy. Now, the reason why it's going to call me daddy is because I'm going to own these last few months that we have. I'm going to own them. I'm going to take so much action. I'm going to do so much things to be able to set myself up to conquer 2026. And I'm challenging you guys to do the same thing. All right? Now, same thing, A, B, and C. So let's get into it. So A, get into a better career. Right? That's my A, to get into a better career. Right? B, start making 2 to 3K from my business, because as you guys know, I run my own online business, right? And then 3, get married. Yes, your boy is a bachelor. Your boy is accepting applications. but yeah. So yes, I'm looking for a wife, right? So that's my third. My third. That's my C when it comes on to my second. That's my C to the second question, which was, what are your most important personal and professional goals for the rest of the balance of the year? So again, that's what it is for number 2. All right. Now number 3, or three, be debt free, right? Making 10K in my business, buy a 4-bedroom house, right? A 3 bath in New York, right? I really enjoy New York. Who knows? I might change it from New York, but again, it's my goal. Again, you could, whatever your goal is, you do it. But again, question 3, my answer is be debt free, make 10K for my business, buy a 4 bedroom, 3 bathroom house here in New York, right? That's my third answer to the third question, right? Now, question 4, I'll be full time. I'll be a full time business owner, right? And make $1 million a year after taxes. Very important, after taxes, because as you guys know, and with all the tax laws that they're coming up with these days, like the government is trying to rob us blind, man. Right. So again, after taxes, one of my goal is to make $1 million a year after tax. Right. Question 5. Right. I want to be back in Jamaica. I might not live, but I would spend most of my times back in Jamaica. Now, the area that I'm thinking about is called Portmore. Now, if you guys haven't heard of it, look it up, Portmore. Now, they have a country club, very fancy. It's like that was my first experience of what life would be like in America. If you live in a gated, because it's a gated area, it's a gated community, right? And that's where most of the wealthy people live in Jamaica, right? It's called a country club. So that's my answer to question 5, right? Back in Jamaica, right? Now, the next part of it is of question 5 is go around teaching people how to be successful in life. Now, again, I didn't say business. I didn't say this. I didn't say that. I said in life. In life. Because life, I think my sister Sharika spoke about it in the last episode that life is spiritual. It is. So the goal is to be successful in life, in every area of life. So that's that's one of my goal in that regard. The next part of the next answer to my next answer when it comes down to the question is amazing family home life, right? That's very important to me. Family is important to me. So have an amazing family home life. Help millions of people have work, food, shelter, and opportunities to be in business for themselves, right? And I wrote fit like a horse, playing and coaching soccer for my son's team. And by that time, I think the question was what's going to be your network or what's going to be your asset in money. $100 million plus, $100 million plus. I put a plus because 20 years is a long time, guys. 20 years is a long time, right? So it's a case where I'm like, all right, let me just boom put something there. So again, guys, this was my answers to those questions. Now again, I want you guys to take some time. For me, it didn't take me that long. It probably took me like an hour or 2 hours, right? Now, I know some of you guys are a lot more articulate than myself, so it's probably going to take you a little longer, right? Some of you guys are bigger dreamers than me, so it's probably going to take you a little longer. But again, guys, I would recommend that you guys do this one, all right? Now, again, I'm going to summarize the questions one more time, right? Just in case if you wasn't able to write them down. So again, question 1. What are your greatest personal and professional abilities and disabilities? Question 2. What are your most important personal and professional goals for the balance of the year? Question 3. What is your major personal and professional goal you have for next year? Question 4. What will your professional level and annual income be in 5 years? Question 5, 20 years from now. And then again, A, where will you be living? B, what will you be doing? C, what will you have accomplished that could be written or said about you by family or peers, right? And then D, what state of health will you enjoy? And then E, what will be your assets in money? And again, E, what will be your assets in money? Again, guys, just like the title says, guys, we're gonna set goals and we're gonna hit them. So again, guys, take some time, pray about it, because I feel, and it reminds me of this story, and I guess it's been a minute since I told you guys any stories, and I think I told you guys the story already, but hey, we have new listeners. All of us have something inside of us. All of us have something inside of us. Now, the story goes like this. There was some demons that were talking, right? And you know what? Let me not use demons because, I don't want to invite them over here. So there was God and some angels that were talking. And the angel was like, yo, God, where can we hide men's, potential? Like, where can we hide it? Like, where can we hide their full potential? And, obviously God, being all knowing, he's like, you know what? That's a good question. I might have an idea, but like, what do you think about if we put it in the ocean? And then the angels looked at each other and it's like, that's a good idea, God. That's a very good idea. And then obviously God is like, you know what? Never mind. Because knowing man, they're going to figure out how to go down in the ocean to find it. And, so we might not do that. And then he thought to himself again. And then one of the angels is like, wait, God, how about if we put it on the highest mountain that we have? And God is like, yo, that's a pretty good idea, boy. That's a good idea. You know what? You deserve a raise. I might give you a raise because of that idea. And then he thought to himself, and he's like, wait, nah, that's not gonna work, because these guys, like, they love to climb mountains. So it's not gonna work. They're gonna find it, and it won't work. And then one of the angels says, hey, God, what if we put it inside of him? Like his full potential inside of him. And God is like, you know what? I might give you a raise. That's a pretty good idea. The one place that man won't look is inside of him. So maybe we should put the potential, man's full potential, inside of him. The one place he won't look. And if he looks and he finds it, he'll have everything that his or her heart's desire. Now again, guys, the moral of the story is that whatever your dreams are, whatever your goals are, you have the potential to accomplish those goals. You have everything that you need. Everything that you need is inside of you. Everything that you need. Everything that you need. All you have to do is take some time, sit down. Now again, if you don't believe in God, whatever you believe in, the universe, whatever, go to that. For me, I believe in God, so I go to God. I even this, I pray to him so much time about it. I wrote it down and I pray to him and I say, hey God, this is my dream. Please bless it. And if it's not in your will, that's okay. That's okay. But if it is in your will, God, bless it. No, same thing with you. Write it down. If you want to seek him first, because sometimes you don't know what you want. Sometimes, because I didn't know what I want. I went to him. These are some of the things that came to my spirit, came to my heart. And I wrote them down and I presented them to him. So it's the same thing for you. What do you want? If you don't know, go to him, get them. And again, guys, you have what it takes. You have it. You have it inside of you. And I guess I'll leave it at that, because again, I don't want to keep you guys here too long. But again, guys, set goals and hit them. 2025, I know it's wrapping up, but it's yours. Like, it's yours. You could set yourself up, and that's the whole point of this exercise, is to set yourself up to make 2026 call you daddy. And if you're a woman, make 2026 call you mommy. Right? So again, guys, Eagle Podcast, Night Talks, Shamar Brown here. If this episode had any value to you guys, like if you took anything from this episode, leave a comment. Send it to a friend, right? Send it to some friends, right? Um, like as you guys know, our goal here at Eagle Podcast is to be able to impact 1,000 people's life. And again, we won't be able to do it without you guys' help. So again, follow the episode, follow the podcast on Spotify, follow it on Apple, turn on your post notification. So once the episode is made, you get the notification, it pops up, and you could go check it out. All right. Follow us on Instagram at Eagle Podcast, Night Talks. All right, guys. And again, thank you guys for everything that you've done for us up until this point. Shamar Brown here, signing off.